the recording. That would be good. The recording has started. Trying to see here. Application. Okay, with the whiteboard, I should probably try to connect, but it just depends on, did everybody get a chance to look at the document to suggest?
Yeah.
Both documents,
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Doug, you kind of, yeah, you had a lot to say.
Oh, yeah. It pent up all the years. Nobody to talk to.
I love it.
Yeah. Both of them?
Yeah, I love both of them. Both of them.
I tried to keep it light and funny, and but I wasn't going to shy away from things that needed a little criticism, perhaps. It wasn't going to be nicey nice, and yeah, and then also I didn't want to just make it look like some kind of a exam or some thing that you wouldn't want to read because it's just technical, So this is a stab at it. And I just
I mean, you just put in writing a lot of conversations that we all have had and continue to have.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought was appropriate.
Yeah.
So cool.
I am trying to see if I can load your document.
Okay.
First, I wonder if I should actually, to be able to load yours, I'm going to have to go to the email and save a copy of it without changes, because I went through it and made some suggestions for changes, but we should probably look at it without my suggestions. So let's see
I
where.
have it on my desktop. I'm looking for the one I put red marks on because I added I marked in red where it was that there were X's where stuff had to be filled in and things, but I have to find that now.
Good. I printed everything out, so I don't have to do any shifting around. I'll just take my red pen here and insert things and make corrections.
Me too. I've got hard copies right in front of me. I'm leafing through them.
Yeah, me too. Let's see. This is a different operating system. It's not my usual one, so now I have to find that one that I marked. I think it's in downloads, but it's hard to say. That's not it. But anyway, it's okay. I have the one that's not marked. I can use it.
Okay, good. So I am still trying to find the document that I just saved.
Oh, I found mine.
Okay. Okay, Dave's.
Sure. I just got a thing that said Kurt has sent you the file. Do you wish to save it? So I said yes.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm still trying to figure out here what I need to do to get this to show.
Yes, I'm okay, got the file.
Something's flashing that says waiting for application sharing to start.
Yeah,
I saw that.
I had a problem with the application sharing for some reason. I think.
Yeah, I know. We haven't been able to do that. We thought it might be that you had
my operating system. I think they said that my operating system wasn't the latest one, and so that's why I couldn't do it. I mean, it's the computer that my school gave me, and you would think that they would give me a good enough operating system. But in any case, we all have the document. Maybe we should just go through it. And for example, on the second line, this is the newsletter. On the second line, where it says the 2015 CCCFLC conference, should the C of conference be capitalized?
Oh, wait,
where are you?
I'm on the second line of the newsletter.
Second line.
The second line?
The second sentence.
I'm mailing this of your full-time and part-time language teaching staff and any other colleagues who might be interested. If so, okay, wait a second. Maybe you're on the newsletter.
No.
2000.
Oh, you know what? Okay, I was not at the very beginning of it, so let me.
Oh, I see. You're at conference 2015.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I need to do is go back to the beginning because, all right, where on the first page of the newsletter, where it has the second section called the CCCFLC.
Yes.
It says, for those of you who are just now becoming aware of the CCCFLC, I thought that it might sound a little bit better, but I want to see what you guys think if we said, for those of you who have not heard of the CCCFLC.
Yeah.
That works.
Okay.
if you want to make that change, that's fine with me.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. It could be also I've not heard of or forgotten about, because I can tell you people that used to come and haven't come for a while. But I've forgotten not right.
Okay. I have no
That's not
problem
a
with any
copy, am I supposed to be...
Not joined us or something?
Have not heard of, or what is that now?
Forgotten about.
Not joined us
Forgotten
recently.
about. Yeah, if you want to add that, that's fine. That works for me.
Yeah.
So it's for those of you who have not heard of or forgotten about CCCFLC.
Yeah, who've not heard us or have not joined us recently.
Oh, okay. That's
in recent years or something. I mean.
For those of you who have not joined us in recent years.
Right. Because I
suppose.
Yeah, there are a lot of people out there that I haven't seen for a while.
Hello, you guys. That's not really, the rest of it is kind of like, you've never heard of us before, so I have to explain. If they're, people that haven't been attending recently, they know this stuff. So this is really for neophytes.
So maybe have not heard of would make more sense. Because those who have already heard of us, then what comes after wouldn't make perfect sense.
Okay, whichever.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. I had something else to suggest about halfway down in that same section where it says, for many years we were split informally.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I would like to suggest up until 3 years ago, we were informally split.
Okay, let me find it.
Where was that? The inaugural meeting was at CCSF in January 1982. In 2012, Tom retired and named Kurt Kemp professor of Spanish.
Yeah.
Executive
and then,
let's see. For many years, we were split informally into 2 chapters. For many years, we were, what did you say, Kurt?
Up until 3 years ago, we were informally split into 2 chapters.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
We were, okay.
Up until 3 years ago.
Are you making these changes on the document? Denise usually does this, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not,
Dave,
so.
Dave, are you making these changes?
Well, yeah, I'm doing it in pencil.
I'm doing it on the hard copy.
On hard copy, because I don't want to get involved in trying to do everything on the computer, because that would just take our time away.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, if I knew how, I would do it twice, but I just don't know how to do that.
Do you have your Microsoft Word document open?
No. Yeah, I can do. And they change up until 3 years ago. I can change that.
Oh, Mary Ellen, if you do it, that would be great. If you know how and you can, please do it.
Okay, great. Let's see, and then as the next sentence says, the NorCal chapter hasn't held an annual conference in a couple of years. I would like to suggest changing that to has not held an annual conference in the last 3 years.
Okay, in
Okay,
the
hasn't
last
held
3
an
years.
annual
Okay.
conference in the last 3 years.
Yeah, in the last 3 years.
Okay.
I think that's more accurate.
Okay.
And then you put, let's see, going down a couple sentences, you have the CCCFLC now has a constitution, which you can peruse by clicking here.
Yeah, and so we need a link.
Yeah, and is your son or daughter going to help you with that, Dave, or how's that going to work?
Well, you know, I haven't asked either one of them if they know how to do that kind of thing.
Well, I do know how to do it. I'm
Yeah,
not sure I have the Constitution, though. I'm not sure I have it on my computer.
Yeah, we need the actual site where to find it, you know, and then we can just type it in and then it'll go. We can create a hyperlink.
Let's see if I have it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I don't know where that is, so.
Well, you know what? I don't think that we have saved it to any kind of a website yet.
No. And we should save it up at our website.
At the CCCFLC website.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good idea to save it there and then have a link to that page.
Yeah, that's easy to do.
So all you do is you put clicking here in blue with a line under it. You don't need those
Well,
extras,
it'll turn
right?
blue. If you put in, like on Word, if you put insert hyperlink, and
there's
it's going to turn blue all by itself.
Okay.
If you go under insert on Word, and then it'll show you hyperlink. Is that what you said, Lynn?
Yes.
I'm not sure I have the most modern version. This is 2010.
Let me just play with it for a second. Hang on. I'm gonna cover you guys up. I'm gonna just take something and add it.
Go right ahead.
Okay. I'm just gonna see if we can do this by clicking here, and I'm gonna make up a website. So just to.
So Dave, my suggestion was that you open your Microsoft Word document, because we don't need to be looking at each other, you know, through the webinar cameras.
Right, we can do it later.
I just put in the ELAC address, and I just put insert hyperlink, and it came up. I did my ELAC address, and it came up blue, and it's a hyperlink is created.
Great.
So,
wow.
So it's very easy to do. Once we decide where it's going, it's obviously not going to ELAC, but I just did that to see if it would work, and it does work.
Fantastic.
Wow. You know, Kurt, I'm willing to do anything, but you'd have to guide me on that. I don't know how to do that.
Okay. Well, you have your Microsoft Word document with this newsletter on the computer you're using right now, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. So if you
file
were
on my desktop.
Okay. If you were to double-click on your Microsoft Word document, you know, for the newsletter, you would have it in front of you. And
the only thing is, let's see. I'm afraid
you have to highlight the area that's going to be the link.
I'm afraid if I click on something, I'm going to lose you. That's all.
You
okay.
just
I'm going to go to
highlight here.
As long as you can hear us, you're not going to lose us.
The word you want to link.
Okay. Alrighty, so I am going to go to my my desktop and try. Now, what do I do when I click on my document?
You're basically going to, you know, you're going to click away from the webinar onto your Microsoft Word, and then you're going to open the newsletter. And you're going to hear us talking to you, but you're not going to see us anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, you hear us. Okay.
Yeah, you just hear us, because you don't need to see us. I mean, that's not what's important right now.
And in Microsoft Word, usually you've got a tray down at the bottom, and what you're looking at is highlighted. And so you just click back on this.
If you guys can hear me. Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, we can hear you. No worries.
Hey, listen, you guys. Wait a second. I have it. I have it up and running. It is fine. I can hear you and I can make changes. That's what we want, right?
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Great.
Okay, great. Hello. Hello.
Okay, good. All right, so in
Okay,
order
so
to,
we're all set
I'm
to
going to have
go?
to put this little microphone down, and just tell me what changes to make. Just kind of read it maybe verbatim, just start at the top and tell me whatever you want me to do, okay? And I will make those changes.
Your voice suddenly got higher.
It did.
The
voice got higher.
into the microphone. What
Okay.
It's very cute, but it does sound different.
It sounds a little funny. It sounds like you just breathed some helium.
That's what happened. Yeah. It started sounding like Alfred. What's his name? The chipmunk.
Oh, on the way to the
Alvin.
chipmunk thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Alvin the chipmunk.
Alvin.
Okay, so Dave.
Okay.
My first suggestion was the first page of the newsletter, under the heading the CCCFLC, the very first line that says, for those of you who are just becoming aware, remove "are just becoming aware" and put "have not heard."
Okay, hold on. Done.
Okay. Next, right after it talks about in 2012, Tom retired and named Kurt Kemp professor of Spanish. And then the next sentence, for many years, cross that out and put up until 3 years ago.
Okay.
And then just change the order of split informally to informally split. Just put informally to the left of split. And then at the end of the next sentence, the NorCal chapter hasn't held an annual conference. Cross out a couple of years and put the last 3 years.
Yeah.
You got it?
Got it.
Okay, and then the next one that I wanted to do is more an addition, where it says there are no dues. It's the last sentence, the beginning of the last sentence of that page. Just add put at this moment there are no dues. Because we don't want to give people the idea that there will never be dues. At some point, we may need to incorporate some dues.
Okay, at this moment, there are no dues.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So how about the rest of you guys? Do you have anything to suggest for this first page?
No, those are great.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
I have a suggestion.
How about page 2?
In the paragraph above, wait a second, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go up to help us spread the news. And the very last sentence is, if you CC Pardestf we can send those. Do you want, I mean, it could be CCing anybody. I just put myself there just to put something in. Who should they CC?
Probably the person who is going to be, let's see. You see, we can, well, as far as who is going to be sending the emails out, that's really my job. So I suppose you could put my email address, which is kkemp@mountsac.edu, mtsac.edu. Yeah, that would probably make more sense to have my email address there.
Right. Okay, it's done.
Okay.
Okay.
Kurt, I have a question. Do you teach Spanish?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you taught Spanish. All right. I thought you taught German.
No, I actually teach Spanish.
Oh, all right.
I don't know. I think there's only one full-time German instructor in all of California.
Right. Yeah, I guess you would be.
Yeah.
So
That's
no,
Heidi, probably. She's the only. She's German and French, right?
yeah, she's German. I think she's full-time German.
Yeah, and English. I saw English, ESL.
Yeah, maybe you're right about that. I forget about that, but yeah, dear Heidi really helped out last year.
Right, because I got an email from her. And my universities, I'm out of the loop here. I'm University of Arizona.
Oh, okay.
That's Mary Ellen, right? That's your voice, right? Okay. So University of Arizona? University of...
Oh, lots of UCLA. It is like a reunion.
I'll say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that we had such a reunion going here.
Yeah.
Okay,
I thought it was important. I thought it was important for people to kind of see, you know, that we went to fine universities, and it gives us, I think, I don't know, credential of some sort.
More credibility.
Something.
Yeah, maybe.
Now, we don't know where Adrienne got her degree.
No.
She's not here today. And Denise, I don't know what to say about Denise. We haven't really had her with us the last couple of times.
Yeah,
So
I don't know.
Maybe I'm going to have to text her or something.
She might be in the San Diego area. You know.
She might be.
Taught there.
She's probably really busy. But in any case, at least we're here and we're doing what needs to be done. Okay, so Dave,
yes.
For Lynn, you put secretary and historian.
I saw that.
And Lynn,
cut out
correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's more appropriate just to have historian.
Yeah, correct.
Correct, yeah. So
cross
out secretary and.
Do we have a secretary?
Yeah,
no,
I signed off on the Constitution as secretary, so we had a full board, but I'd be willing to give that job away if anybody wants it.
Well, I don't know what my thought was that, you know, one of us will take care of, we'll kind of spread that out and, you know, take care of that one way or another.
Okay, well, I'll leave my name there.
Yeah, that's fine to leave. In fact, if you want to have your name there officially, then we should put your name, secretary and treasurer.
Yeah, I can be both because that's a combination position sometimes.
Okay, well then why don't you do that?
Okay.
I just did it.
Okay,
I
good.
put a slash. Do you want me to put secretary / treasurer or secretary and treasurer? Hello?
What do you want, Mary Ellen?
Yeah, Mary Ellen.
You can put secretary and treasurer. That way
I'll put and.
It's still a separate job.
Yes, got it.
Yeah,
that sounds good. Okay.
Okay.
Dave?
What is Lynn's role?
Lynn's
role?
I'm historian, right?
Yeah, what is Lynn's role?
Yeah, historian.
Historian.
Got it.
Okay, now, one more thing. Under Denise's title, instead of web and social media, why don't you change that to social media and website administrator?
Okay, yeah.
Social media and website administrator.
Okay.
That's what we agreed that her title would be.
Great. I must have had an old list that I was...
Yeah, I think we've changed things as we've gone along.
So I'm going to try and put these in, you know, an order where you have president, vice president, secretary. So I'm going to put Lynn, let's see, right after Mary Ellen.
Lynn right after Mary Ellen. Yeah, that would make sense to have Mary Ellen first and then Lynn after her.
Okay.
Good idea.
Yeah, she's wearing two big hats.
To speaking of Mary Ellen, what is the current situation with the bank account?
Okay, did you get my email?
I think I did, and I think I was waiting for a confirmation that everything was okay.
Okay. It looks like I am going to need either to do what Heidi did, was to get my bank to let me just accept checks, or else have those checks made out to me / CCCFLC, in which case I would have to use my, tax ID, social security number, or we'd have to get some kind of a document from the IRS or file one with them. Because right now the problem is that my social security number is on the account as my business account, but that's not the official name of my, I gave it that name, but it doesn't go with my tax ID. And I don't know how to get around that, because I think Heidi didn't really call it CCCFLC. She just, I don't know what she did exactly.
She was able to accept checks made out to CCCFLC, but it was a special arrangement with her bank who said that we'll go along with this.
I can do that too, but I think it can't be a business account.
Yeah.
It can be or it can't be.
Yeah.
It can be.
What somebody told me, you'll have to ask, maybe Alex would know, Lynn, so I'm thinking that someone said I might need a lawyer to write a letter that we were nonprofit.
Oh, well, a lawyer just walked in. Hold on, guys. A lawyer just walked in.
Oh, a lawyer just walked in, okay.
Mary Ellen is the treasurer, and she's trying to create an account for CCCFLC, which is California Community College Council of Foreign Languages. Anyway, and she has her social security number on it. What kind of account do we have to create? Is that the right question?
Okay, wait a second. Say it again, because I was not hearing very well here.
Okay, so we want to know what kind of account you need to create for us, right?
Right, exactly.
A banking account. Is it going to be a checking account or a savings account?
Yeah, basically, it should be one that's probably a checking account, so I can make deposits and write checks off it.
Oh, right.
What is this entity? Is it a
and
corporation?
Are we a corporation? What are we?
Let me tell you what the IRS was asking for me. I have to go to my sent items here and I'll find it. They were asking for a special, let's see, where did I sent that to Kurt, so, okay, it was a, I have to open the other one. That I sent it to Kurt, but I'm trying to see the actual one that they sent to me. It was a W-9 and a, let's see.
Well,
here
are we a corporation or an educational organization? What's our official thing?
I found it, Lynn. It would be a copy of the SS4 letter from the IRS or IRS letter 147C. I haven't done this yet. It's either of these two. And if I say the or, then it's the IRS letter 147C and the W-9 form with a business name and our ID, tax ID, exactly matching the letter of the IRS 147C.
Oh, I'll have to look this up.
Okay, he says he'll look it up, but what are we officially? Kurt, do you know? Are we officially a corporation or an educational organization?
We have no official status other than being sort of a subset of the CLTA.
Right.
Yeah, so when Tom was in charge of this, he used his business account in order to be able to to deposit checks that were called, CCCFLC.
That's a corporation.
Right, and it probably wasn't a problem because there was really very little profit. Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically just to deposit. It was an account just to deposit checks. So, I mean, it sounds like to me at this point it's sort of just, it's nothing official. We have not gone through any kind of official non-profit status. We haven't paid the fees that one has to pay in order to become a official non-profit. So we are sort of...
There might be a letter that you can write, because this is what they told me when I first investigated this with my credit union, that if we had a lawyer write a letter somehow stating that we were a nonprofit organization and what we do, that might suffice. But I didn't go through them, through the credit union, because I thought that it would be better to use Capital One 360, where I could add people that could sign checks and write checks, and I could write the checks, but other people could also write checks if they were named as people who were on the account.
Well, that sounds more flexible.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really sure if that's necessary, but it was easy to transfer that to other people, that check writing ability. So the account existed even if the treasurer changed.
That sounds like a good idea.
That sounds good, but we still have to figure out what kind of account to open and what we are.
Yeah.
Well,
what
maybe
it is a business. Okay, I have to look at the exact.
We're definitely nonprofit.
It's business nonprofit or not-for-profit. I forget what.
Right. Well, the bottom line is that we need to have the capability of depositing checks made out to the CCCFLC.
Right.
As long as we can do that, we're going to have a successful conference.
Yeah.
Exactly, because we have to collect the checks.
Yeah. So that is
okay,
really
hold
the
on
bottom
one
line.
second. Did you hear that? We need to have the capability to collect checks made out to CCCFLC so that we can put the conference on. That's the bottom line. So what do we need to do? What's the simplest way?
I need to see.
Now, I haven't discussed this letter.
Okay, he says he needs to see what the IRS stuff says.
Yeah. So I would have to talk to Capital One 360, but those were the forms they told me, or the things that I could use.
Okay, so you can look up those forms.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mary Ellen, you might want to send an email to Heidi and just ask her a few more questions, maybe get a few more tips to see how she was.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I did ask her that. I don't think she went that way. She just went with a bank that she banked with, and they knew her for a long time. So she just had them authorize her to, accept checks that were made out to CCCFLC.
Well, I think I remember her saying that she just fished it through her account.
I wouldn't be able to do it up within, it would be under my tax ID. It would be under my Social Security number. So, I don't mind.
You wouldn't want that credited
so there's
to
not
your
going to be a lot of
but
money involved.
Gordon just said, Mary Ellen, you don't want that credited to your income.
Yeah.
Okay, here's something that I remember that Tom said to me, that you should open an account that earns no interest whatsoever, and it's basically for deposit only. And as long as there's no interest made from this money, the IRS will not raise a red flag.
Okay, well,
Okay.
so nonprofit should be that, I would think. Maybe Gordon knows that.
Is nonprofit and no interest the same deal?
Well, I think Tom was saying was, yeah, I mean, interest could be a form of profit, but you're going to have to, you know, I need to look at that IRS stuff and see what.
Yeah, he says he needs to look at the IRS stuff.
Okay.
I'll try to do it over the weekend.
Yeah. He says he'll do it over the weekend. That works, but you're still in Buffalo, so it works, right?
Yeah, I won't be back till next week. I'm coming back Tuesday evening, so I'll be back at the old desk there on Wednesday.
Oh, it'll be good to see you back at the old desk.
So we can wait till, because we don't need to write any checks yet, right?
No.
And we don't need to deposit any money yet.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to be signing up this early.
Right.
Yeah, so if we...
No, I don't think it'll be until late September.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
she didn't want to send me the check until she was sure that I had the account set up. And she said, should I make it out to you or out to CCCFLC? I said, well, that's the problem. So.
And one other workaround solution that you mentioned would be to ask people to make the check out to your name / CCCFLC.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, and as long as we can do that, you know, it should not be an issue, you know. But we're going to have to think this through and just come up with the, you know, least of the offenders as far as the solutions are concerned.
Yeah, easiest.
Yeah, easiest solution. Okay. Shall we get back to the document, the newsletter?
Sure.
Okay. So, Dave, are you there? Let's see if Dave's face is still there. I don't even see Dave's name.
Davidito.
Dave, where are you?
Where did he go?
He just
Maybe
disappeared.
his voice, he has to pick up his microphone, maybe.
Well,
No,
but
I don't see him.
Oh, he's not there.
yeah, I'm back at the Blackboard Collaborate page, and I don't see his name at all. Dave left the session, the main room at 10:43, so 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, it says Dave left the main room. And then it says Dave joined the main room. And then it says Dave left the main room.
Well,
Stay put, Dave. Stay put.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, in any case, maybe we can just kind of see. The very last paragraph.
Since we're all writing on this, you know, and making notes, one of us can make sure Dave gets our official changes.
Yeah, yeah.
So we can continue.
I can email this to him. I mean, I have most of these changes in red already, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
I was thinking on the next person, which is our gratitude to Heidi. Wasn't she president for a year or so?
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to talk about. The very last paragraph, it says, we want to express our sincere gratitude to those colleagues who recently served as officers. Well, I think I would like to delete recently served as officers, because if we're going to thank both Heidi and Tammy, who were the two people that helped me to put the conference on last year, one of them was an officer, Heidi, and the other was not, Tammy. So I'm thinking maybe we should say we want to express our sincere gratitude to those colleagues who helped make our last conference possible.
Yeah, that's good.
So that's what and then as far as naming them, especially Heidi Preschler of Antelope Valley College, who served as treasurer and vice president.
Yeah, vice president, okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was kind of murky as to who was what, because it was really only Heidi and me trying to wear all the hats. You know, and then, of course, Tammy helped out. She was the host, and she did more than just be a host. But so I'm thinking maybe the most accurate thing would be to call Heidi treasurer and vice president of the CCCFLC, we were talking about last year. and Tammy Tran, who was the host of our 2014 SoCal conference at Golden West College. Well, anyway, so I think what I'll do is then I put both Heidi and Tammy went far beyond the call of duty to help us make our 2014 conference a resounding success.
Okay.
So what I can do is I can email this to you after we talk about these changes, but do you have any comments on these possible changes?
No, it looks good.
Okay. All right. Well, then maybe go to page 3.
Page 3. Okay.
Okay, so conference 2015. Let's see. So here was where my question was. The second sentence says the 2015 CCCFLC conference. Should conference be capitalized?
All right, can you guys hear me now?
Oh, Dave, you're with us.
Yeah. Where did you go?
Well, it just totally shut me off, and I had to just go through the entire process to get back on. So sorry, but I don't know what happened. Okay, I'm back at the document. Can you just tell me? Let's see. I think I caught both Heidi and Tammy went far beyond the call of duty.
Okay, let me back up and tell you what other changes I suggested for that paragraph. So it says, we want to express our sincere gratitude to those colleagues who, and then my suggestion was cross out recently served as officers, and in its place put helped make our last conference possible.
Probably another 20 minutes or something.
And then after that, you have especially Heidi Preschler of Antelope Valley College, who served as treasurer. Should treasurer be capitalized?
Treasurer.
Treasurer and vice president. I'm just wondering, when we mention somebody's position, is that supposed to be capitalized? Dave, do you have any input?
I'm just thinking about.
I think it should be capitalized when it's an official title, right?
That's what I think, Lynn.
Yeah, okay. All right, so who served as treasurer and vice president of the CCCFLC.
Yeah.
You get that, Dave? Okay. And Tammy Tran, that's TAMMIE, comma, who was the host of our 2014 SoCal conference at Golden West College.
Okay, yeah.
And then I had a semicolon. Both Heidi and Tammy went far beyond the call of duty to help make our 2014 conference a resounding success.
Okay, that sounds good.
That sounds good.
Okay, Dave, are you there?
Here, and want me to put conference capital C or little c?
I'm thinking small c, but what do you guys think?
Which one? Sorry, I lost you.
The conference, the CCCFLC conference, the word conference.
I think it should be capitalized because it's the title of the event. Sorry,
Yeah.
a phone ringing that I don't answer. It's a.
Okay, in that case, Dave, did you get that?
I got it. I'll put it in capital because it says 2014 conference, because that was the name of the conference.
Okay, yeah, That sounds good.
Can I read it back to you?
Sure.
We want to express our sincere gratitude to those colleagues who helped make our lab possible, especially Heidi Pressler of Antelope Valley.
You're breaking up, Dave.
Especially Heidi Pressler of Antelope College,
That's better.
Antelope Valley College, who served as treasurer and vice president of the CCCFLC, and Tammy Tran, who was the host of our 2014 SoCal conference at Golden West College, semicolon. Both Heidi and Tammy went far beyond the call of duty to help make our 2014 conference a resounding success.
Yes. Sounds perfect. Okay, now we're on page 3.
Conference 2015 heading.
Okay, yeah. Conference 2015, exactly.
Okay.
So it's okay. My first suggestion. Let's see. Now it says the third or fourth sentence says there is another mission college up in Northern California. So if you want to access LA Mission College, my suggestion was instead of access, put do a web search for.
All right.
LA Mission College.
How about it? Yeah. Do a web search for, or that's fine. Or you want to find LA Mission College.
If you want to find LA Mission College, but that would be specifically on the web.
Okay.
Either way is fine. The web thing is fine.
How about how about if you want to find LA Mission College on the web?
Yeah, that's good.
That'll work. That'll work.
Yeah.
Okay, now the next thing I noticed was, okay, it says the conference, it's a couple sentences down. The conference will begin at 9 a.m. with registration and a continental breakfast and end at 3 p.m. And then the next sentence should probably begin with the word the. The keynote speaker.
Begin at 9 a.m. with registration, a continental breakfast, and end 3 p.m. Keynote speaker. Yeah, the keynote speaker. We're being proper.
It's just a matter of style, but go ahead. Whatever corrections are fine with me. I'll put the.
Okay. The keynote speaker this year is Maria Carrera. Now, PhD, is that capital P, small h, period, space, D, period, is capital D, period?
I've seen it both ways. I've seen it with P, capital P, small h, period, capital D, and I've seen it just like the way you wrote it as well. I don't think it matters unless somebody knows. Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me. I'm just trying to figure out what the right way to do that is.
Yeah.
It's
what do you think,
like
Mary Ellen? I think I've seen it both ways. I think I've looked it up, and I think I always found both.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. Now, you have, let's see, Professor, Professor, Department of Romance, German and Russian languages and literature. I don't know. What do the rest of you think? In order to make this flow as smoothly as possible, would it be any better if we put Maria Carrera, PhD, Professor of Romance, German and Russia, and Russian language and literatures at California State University?
Yeah, probably.
That sounds better.
Okay.
Oh, well, I doubt she's a professor of all that. That's just the name of the department. So if we say professor of, it ought to be what she teaches.
Yeah, I can email her and ask her what she's a professor of.
Yeah.
We can get that. I think she teaches Spanish. But I'm going to have to check
and
see.
Is that the name of the department in Cal State? Long Beach now? Wow, Department of Romance.
I just copied this.
Quite a department.
That is too long.
That's quite a department.
We have a department of French and Italian, too.
I wonder why they got to stay separate.
Are you guys there? Okay.
We're still there. We're still here. Okay.
We
so,
just got struck by that name.
Yeah, it's kind of a long name. So, okay, we can figure out what she's a professor of. We probably don't need to know the name of her department. Just where she's at and what she teaches. Let's see, and then co-director of the National Language Resource Center. I would add "of the" to make it flow a little bit better.
Yeah, make it flow. Yeah, I like that better too.
Okay.
At UCLA at the end, maybe.
Yeah, put "at." Yeah, exactly. Put "at" before UCLA.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you put
right in the
will,
sentence before. I'm gonna go Maria Carrera, PhD. You cut out. I can't hear you.
Okay, Maria Carrera, PhD.
Uh-huh.
And then I don't know what, but professor of, and then just put XXX for the moment.
Yeah.
At Cal State University, Long Beach, and co-director of the National Language Resource Center at UCLA.
Okay, got to put the "at" in. Let me look. Done.
Okay, now you put Maria will speak about XXX. Let me put something in there kind of tentatively.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's what I want you to put in there for now. We'll speak about how heritage speakers learn differently than second language learners.
Okay.
How heritage speakers learn differently than second language learners, and how to best approach our classes that contain them, and how to best approach our classes that contain them, as well as mixed classes with heritage and second language learners. And how to best approach our classes that contain them, as well as mixed classes with heritage and second language learners.
Okay.
Now, and then you could put followed by Q&A.
We will speak about how, excuse me.
Go right ahead.
I was just going to say, I was just going to read it back to you and maybe make a suggestion or two. I don't know. Let's see. Maria will speak about how heritage speakers learn differently than, or do you want to say differently from, or differently than? I think both are all right. Second language learners. Second language being hyphenated?
I'm not sure.
Heritage speakers, I think it's 2 words, right?
Right.
Heritage speakers is 2 words. But second language learners. And that, I think second language should be hyphenated.
Yeah, is there a hyphen between second and language in the second language learners?
I don't think so. Is there? I don't know.
I don't know.
I missed the part that you said at the end, as well as, and then it was something about.
Hold on, I'll look it up online.
Okay.
Hold on.
Well, that sounds good. And then we can continue. Why don't you continue to read back what you put?
All righty, and how to best approach our classes that contain them, and the "them" there is unclear because the reference, there are 2 references before it.
Ah, you're right. You're right. How about the former?
So heritage speakers?
How about to contain the former, or contain heritage speakers?
Could be.
Wouldn't it be a little redundant to say heritage speakers 3 times in the same sentence?
Probably.
All right, let's see.
How about the former instead of them?
How about, darn it, there goes that thing again.
I guess it is supposed to be hyphenated. second language.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, second language instruction, because when it's used as an adjective, it needs to be hyphenated. When it's used as a noun, not. Okay.
Okay.
Hyphenated. Okay. Now, now, how about this? How about this, Kurt?
Yeah.
Maria will speak about how heritage speakers learn differently than second language learners do. I like to put do in there if you use than, but okay, we'll leave it out. And how to best approach our classes that contain heritage speakers, as well as mixed classes that also contain second language learners. Or as well as classes, yeah, wait a minute.
How about as well as mixed classes with both?
With both. Even more succinct. Great. Okay, then I have comma, after which there will be a time for Q&A, but you wanted what there?
Just to shorten it and make it simpler and say followed by Q&A.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, followed by Q&A.
Okay. Now, about two sentences down below that, you have lunch will be provided by the LAMC Culinary Arts Institute, will feature taco bar. Then it says there will be no presentation during lunch, and then you put instead your repast will be seasoned by some fabulous repast. What do you mean by repast?
Meal.
Meal.
Your meal. I was thinking of the word palate, but if you want to, I mean, I had never heard of the word repast before. Maybe I've been living in a cave.
Well, that's kind of cool. The repas.
Le repas.
Yeah.
What's that now?
Le repas.
Yeah, if the word it's the French word repas, right? But you know, we say repast, and it just was an attempt to put a little humor in there, you know, because it's going to be seasoned with this wonderful international music. At least that was an idea of mine. If this is not even correct, I mean, if there is going to be some discussion or something during lunch, then we can change it. But
yeah, it's just sort of una palabra muy rebuscada. Would it work to put palate?
No, just lunch. Your lunch will be seasoned, or your
Yeah. That'll work.
We could be British and say luncheon.
Luncheon will be seasoned.
Your meal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your luncheon. We could be like Downton Abbey.
Your
luncheon.
Your grub.
Yeah,
how about your grub?
Your grub. No, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Decide on lunch or luncheon, or food or what?
Let's just keep it simple. I don't know. Food works for me.
Your dining experience.
We
yes.
say
Oh wow.
Okay. Your dining experience. Now that.
Yes.
Yes,
okay.
yes. Go for that.
Dining experience.
It's there. Your dining experience will be seasoned by some fabulous recorded international music. I'm going to make a CD of all the things I've collected in all these 61 years. 64. Damn it, I am 64. Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
You're as young as you feel, Dave. Okay, here. So, see, after lunch there will be another set of breakout sessions. Please send your ideas for topics. Now, ideas for topics.
After lunch.
What's that now?
Should there be a comma after lunch following?
Yeah, I would say so.
One, probably.
I would put one.
Okay.
Dave, are you there?
I think.
Dave? Dave?
Davidito.
Gone.
Davidito? Davidito, we cannot hear you.
Oh.
Okay, well.
David?
I'm looking to see if he's still officially...
He's got some red lines.
I don't think he's...
I think he did something to his microphone.
Oh.
Selfie? Hey,
Okay.
David. Oh, no, he went away again.
Poor David is having his connection problems.
Pobrecito.
Pobrecito de verdad. Okay, so... Dave joined us again. Okay. Dave, are you there? Dave, are you there?
Uh-oh.
Not there yet.
He's probably trying to figure out how to get back on.
No.
Okay, so do we have the culinary school, or do we we do have them, and they're doing the taco bar. That's a fact now, right?
That's what it looks like. Once Dave gets back with us, he can confirm that, but that's what I'm reading.
Yeah, that's because I remember there was some issue if they could do it or not, and I don't know if that ever got resolved.
I think it did. I think since he gave them so much advanced warning, they were able to work something out.
Okay, and there should be a comma just looking down here. It says here, if you would like to be a presenter, comma. I guess I'm the comma queen today. If you would like to be a presenter, comma.
Now that's true. I agree with that comma.
Okay.
Now let's back up to the previous sentence. It says, please send your ideas for topics for the breakout sections. Now, I'm not sure that it's necessary for anyone to email us and say, well, I think that would be a good topic.
Yeah.
I think it's just a question of getting people to be willing to be presenters.
I think so. I think that should be a separate thing.
I don't even think we need to have a topic. I mean, we have sort of an overriding theme because of our keynote speaker, but that doesn't mean that the presentations are going to reflect that in any way whatsoever.
Yeah, maybe we should
I don't think we need to have... that's probably true. I was going to suggest putting that in a separate paragraph, but I think maybe that's a good idea, Kurt, because we have that as a separate thing.
You guys can hear me? Can you hear me now?
Are you there?
Yeah, I'll tell you, this thing keeps, shutting me off from the entire thing, and I have to keep on going back and starting all over again. I have no idea why, but so can you, let me see if we were talking about Maria's Q&A and, then Maria's presentation and a short break. There will be breakout sections, and that's where I lost you. So could you go from there, please? I'm sorry.
Breakout sessions, lunch will be provided by the LAMC Culinary Institute. Will feature an international taco bar. There will be no presentation during lunch. Instead, your dining experience will be seasoned by some fabulous recorded international music. After lunch, there'll be another set of breakout sessions. Now, does this make it, let's see, okay, so we're going to have one breakout. It sounds to me like the way you're wording this, we would have the keynote speaker, then we would have one breakout session, then we would have lunch, then another breakout session. Is that kind of what you have in mind?
Yeah.
Dave?
He doesn't have his microphone on. David, if you can hear me, click on where it says talk. Click on talk. Underneath the screen where you see us, there's a little bar that says talk. Click on that.
I clicked on it.
Oh,
Can
good.
you hear me?
Now we hear you. Now we hear you. So did you hear what I just said about the my question?
Yes. Okay. Now let me tell you. I think I understand. You mean there's a set of things to go do in before lunch and a set of things to go do in here after lunch?
Well, I guess last year is sort of the typical organization of it.
Yeah.
That we might want to continue. I don't know. It depends on what you guys think. But the idea being that we have the keynote speaker who's talked lasts for about an hour. Then we have 3 or 4 breakout presentations, and then we have lunch, and then we have another 3 or 4 presentations, simultaneous presentations. So that I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page about that. The other option would be to have lunch after the keynote speaker, and then have 2 consecutive, sets of breakout sessions.
I think it's too close to breakfast.
You're probably right. Yeah. For people to have a full breakfast, it would be a little too close. Well, that's something, I mean, I just don't know how much detail we need to give the people reading this newsletter at this early point. I don't think we need to tell them when the breakout sessions will be. We can, I think just kind of a skeletal outline of what they can expect is probably better than specifying an ordering of them.
I agree. At this point, I don't think they need to know that because we want to be able to change things as we see fit, as it gets closer before we publish the actual agenda.
Right. Maybe so, but if you want
sessions, keynote speaker, lunch with a taco bar, that kind of thing.
We could do that. It's just, exactly. We don't have to say.
All right, so maybe you could kind of work on the newsletter with that in mind, and see what you can do to kind of make it a little more generalized and less specific about the ordering of the breakout sessions with respect to lunch. Does that make sense? Dave, are you with us?
No, he's got red lines on his microphone again.
Ah, boy. That means it's not working, right?
I guess, yeah.
Oh, boy. Dave, you're gone?
He's probably trying to do it again.
Yeah, he's probably going through the process once again. Poor guy.
It's so frustrating. I've been there. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Mary Ellen.
We know.
You went
We all do. We all know.
Yeah,
I think
I'll
stick with this computer. It seems to do the job.
Now that's
my old trustworthy.
You think they'll notice if you just put it in your suitcase?
Is that your laptop that you're using, Mary Ellen?
Yeah, it's my old school laptop.
Funny.
Yeah.
What year is it from?
Oh, it's probably about a 2008.
Oh, funny.
Okay.
Oh, but it's been updated by the school tech people, so it's probably working better than anything that I've messed up.
Oh, man. How often does your university give you a new computer?
Well, we're getting new ones when we move into the new building, right, Mary Ellen?
Yeah.
But I've had mine since 2011. You just got a new one, didn't you, or no?
I can hear you now.
Oh, Dave, you're back.
Dave's
you
back.
Good. Okay, Dave. Good to have you back. Okay, so Dave, do you hear me? Dave?
Uh-oh.
We lost him again? Dave?
Problems with the, you know what usually is the problem? I found multiple sessions. You have too many sessions.
Too many sessions? How do you cut down on your sessions?
Well, you have to close some of those, and I can see them on this computer on the taskbar down below. I can see if I have more than one of those CCCFLC icons. Concur icons, I mean.
So in other words, just have one window open, not two or three?
He's back. I see him coming again.
Good.
Yeah, it says Dave joined the session.
Yeah, I see
but he
that.
doesn't have any. He's got to click on video and he's got to click on talk.
But I don't see his, you know, he has to click on the video.
And he's got to click on talk, right?
Yeah,
I don't
you
think
have to do that every time.
Now he's got it. Dave,
Okay.
are you there?
Are you there? We see your video and we see your microphone.
Funny, I don't see you guys at all, but I can hear you.
Well, that's what counts. Don't worry about seeing us.
Yeah.
Just listen to us.
Right.
Don't worry. Yeah.
Can I do this just because I'm trying to, correct as we go? Let me read something to you, okay? After Maria's presentation, there will be a breakout session on a variety of topics. Lunch will be provided by the LAMC Culinary Arts Institute and will feature an international taco bar. Let's see. Then I just cut everything out and said, please send your ideas for topics for the breakout sessions as soon as possible to, and then I didn't know who to send them to. So I just cut out all that, all those details of when and what and music and stuff like that. Is that okay?
Yeah, so you want to cut out the sentence, after lunch there will be another set of breakout sessions?
Yeah, because that's what Lynn said, and I thought that really made perfect sense. They just know that there are going to be breakout sessions. They don't need to know when. And
I would also suggest deleting the following sentence. Please send your ideas for topics for the breakout sessions as soon as possible. In other words, what we want, because the topics don't matter. What matters is that if the person wants to be a presenter, that they need to notify us. So I would think that it would.
What was that?
I don't know. I got to turn the volume down on my.
Music.
Yeah. No, that was actually a phone call, but the volume was so loud it was ridiculous.
Kurt, I can just get rid of that whole sentence.
Yeah. Get rid of the sentence that says, please send your ideas for topics for the breakout sessions as soon as possible. Yeah, just get rid of that sentence because we don't need to know topics.
Right, okay, I got rid of it. So it says, if you would like to be a presenter, please notify whom?
I suppose notify, let's see, probably me. I mean, I would probably be the most likely candidate to be emailed about something like that.
Probably.
And then I would forward it to you guys so you guys could know.
Yeah, so please notify Kurt.
Yeah, Kurt Kemp, and then put my email address.
Okay. You can do that as a link if you want, insert a link again, but maybe it's better just to not be too sophisticated here.
Yeah, I mean, at this point it doesn't matter too much. Dave, are you with us?
Uh-oh.
Again?
It sounds like, let me take a look at Blackboard Collaborate. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Yes,
alrighty, so I'll take out at 2 p.m. roundtables, etc. And that, I guess, if I take out that sentence, it's probably pretty clean now, right? It's not too detailed.
Yeah. Yeah, taking out that sentence, that at 2 p.m. sentence makes sense.
Okay.
You don't need to let them know that at this moment. Maybe closer to conference time we can add more details.
Okay.
The cost of this year's conference is $35 for full-timers, $25 for retired and adjunct. Colleagues from Central and Northern California are welcome to attend. If you're interested in possibly coming to the conference, please click on the blank. What is that supposed to be?
I click here. And we give them a link. How's that?
Okay, that's the link to the what?
Let's see. If you are interested, who do you want to collect possible attendees?
Oh, that's a good question. Where are they sending? Where are they? You know, I mean, that's outside of this newsletter. Obviously, it's a different issue.
To me, the only person that they need to contact once they know that they want to go to the conference is the secretary or the treasurer. I mean, who is going to receive their payment.
Show me the money.
Not necessarily.
Show me the money. Yeah.
We'll accept checks at the door. We always have. You know, some people will just show up, but the problem there is knowing the food count.
Yeah.
Well, we'll tell them that they have to. We'll emphasize that they have to send it in ahead of time.
Yeah.
And then the few that trickle in that day will deal with it, because generally with catering, as I understand it, I don't always understand it, but as I understand it, I think they make allowances for like sometimes up to 10 extras in case people show up, right?
Yeah. Well,
I
the
would think
taco
so.
bar is a good idea for that reason. You know, but usually if we can get them to at least pre-register or send us, you know, some kind of an email saying they plan to attend, that way we don't mind if they pay at the door. It's okay.
Now, the other thing that came into my mind is the registration form. Mary Ellen, have you received a copy of the registration form from last year?
You did.
Okay.
It looks fine.
So all you need to do is make the changes in the year and the name of the university and things like that. So once you have that, I'm wondering, do we want to have an online version of that registration form? Is it even possible for us to have an online version? But the problem is an online payment. I don't know that that's possible. It has to be a check,
well,
right?
it's too bad because people now are so used to registering with online. I wonder how we set that up. That would be awesome.
I think Denise has put that up in the past.
Well, I don't remember ever having an online payment system in the past.
Yeah. Because the one that Denise put up, I believe, at the website was one that you could actually fill in it by typing. But I'm not, you know, I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, that sounds to me like what we need. Would make it easier for them. But then the question really becomes the payment. How are they going to do the payment? Does it have to be a check sent to you?
Yeah, they would have to.
Is there some way we can set up an online payment? I'm not sure how to do that, but
I don't either.
But maybe we can learn, because then I think people tend to do that more.
People do that, yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe we can check with the Axel people, because I signed up online for that and paid for it online.
Yeah, and by the way, I think there's several of us who want to go to the ACTFL conference. Maybe we should try to meet up with each other at the conference just to sort of socialize a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. In fact, and if you don't have a hotel yet, we're going to be staying at the Embassy Suites.
Embassy Suites. Actually, write that down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that one of the ones that they suggested?
Yes, it's one of the ones they suggested. It was the least expensive one. but they have the breakfast and they have the evening cocktail hour. That's all included.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, yeah. So we're at the
I haven't signed up for the conference yet.
Well, there are going to be about 5 of us that I know of going. Maybe Hiroko's going. Yeah.
Yeah, there are 5 of us going for sure from ELAC, and we are at the Embassy Suites. And so if you guys can do that, that would be great.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try to get into the Embassy Suites.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, Dave, I can hear you.
Yeah, well.
And I know that I'm going to one of the pre-conference things too.
Great.
Oh, you are? I didn't sign up for the pre-conference.
Yeah, well, because I don't have to teach, on Thursday. So.
Aren't you lucky?
I was
go down on Thursday morning. It's in the afternoon.
Well, that sounds nice. All right. So back to the grind here. Dave, are you there?
I am trying my best to maintain. Yes.
Okay, Dave, how far did you get?
Okay, if you are interested in possibly coming to the conference, please contact Mary Ellen Eckert and then an email address as soon as possible so we can plan ahead. Then you can.
Yeah. Then she will email you the attached registration form, which you will mail to her with a check made payable to Mary Ellen Eckert / CCCFLC.
Yeah.
But I don't think the care of Professor is going to be necessary. I don't think the SoCal is necessary either.
No, they'll do that. That's for sending it back by snail mail. Do you want me to put in my home address there? My college address, or?
That really is your decision. Really, well, here's the deal. They're going to email you, and then once the registration form is going to specify the address that they would mail their check to. So you would.
My home address, because I'm at home more than I'm at work.
Yeah.
I'm
that
there
makes sense.
one day a week for sure, but this way I will get it every day.
Yeah, that makes sense. So just work, put that into the registration form, and
right.
That'll work great. So Dave, are you there?
Uh-oh.
Dave has really had his problems today.
I know. Do you think it's a question of just setting up a PayPal account?
On the
website, on the CCCFLC website? I'm jumping back to the question of people registering
No, it's
online.
a good question. It's a very good question. And we need to talk to someone who has done this and find out how to do it. You mentioned the ACTFL. That's a very big...
I registered. I was in Paris when I registered, and I put my card in and registered online.
Oh, great. So the question is, how easy or difficult is it going to be for you to email somebody at the in the ACTFL organization, the treasurer, to find out what the procedure is to set up something like that?
I can find out. It seems to me we tried to do this. Remember when we had that concert at school, Lynn? And if, to set up that kind of a payment with a credit card and so forth, it seems to cost money.
Oh, dear.
To do it. But I don't know. Maybe Denise knows.
Maybe right from our website, because we already have our website. We already have our CCC.
It would be ideal to have it there at the CCCFLC website.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to get Denise into this conversation somehow, and we might want to have our next webinar like 2 weeks from today. For me, that will be end of the first week of classes, which will work fine for me. How does it work for you guys?
Well, the best part about having it go through the website would be that, you know, if it goes through email, then the person who's getting all these emails has to somehow group them so that they all get into the same place so you don't miss anybody.
That's true.
It's registered. Yeah.
That means you have to open up a folder and make sure you put each one of those emails in that folder.
Right. That's what I have to do, is print out each one. But I'm thinking, you know, well, I may set up a special email account.
Here it says here, I'm on PayPal. It says one account and credit, accept credit cards and PayPal on your website.
Right.
Buy cards on your mobile, get paid on eBay,
Yeah.
sign up for PayPal. And
I'm thinking I might use an account that I don't use for anything else, simply so anyone who emails me in some, you know, language that if I sort it into folders, which you can do, may not recognize, I assume as long as they put CCCFLC in there, it would go to the right place, but so would everything else with that in it. So it doesn't matter. I mean, I think I have lots of email addresses I could use.
Yeah. We still have some details to work out there, but anything we can find out is going to be a step in the right direction.
Yeah, the next 2 weeks I should be able to find things out. Once I get back and I'll, you know, find out more about the account.
Okay.
And
right, but that's definitely a worthy goal to shoot for, is to have an online payment system.
Yeah. Because that would be, yeah.
It'll probably make your life a little bit easier too, Mary Ellen.
Yeah, I think it would make it really easier, and I think people are more apt to sign up because I think we all kind of, at this point, you know, getting a checkbook out and writing a check and finding a stamp and doing all that is, it's not how we tend to operate these days.
No, you're so right.
Yeah. If it could be done through the website, you know, I could manage that part of it. I talked to Denise.
Yeah, Denise, do you have her cell phone number?
I have all the phone numbers that we exchanged. I mean, addresses. Maybe we didn't exchange the phone numbers. So if you send me her cell, that'll...
Okay, let me write a note to myself.
Okay.
So email...
I'm not sure I have it, but...
Denise's cell number to Mary Ellen. Okay, as soon as we're done, I will look that up and email that to you. Okay, so lodging, I guess we're at the lodging for the conference part of the newsletter?
Yeah. I'm going to have to go pretty soon here. I have something going on this evening that I have to go.
All right.
Oh, that's right. You're in the future.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Right now, what time is it for you, Mary Ellen?
Yeah.
Is it 2:36 for you right now?
Right, it is.
Wow, you're really off on the other side of the world.
Right. Well, I don't have to get ready, but, you know, I need to do a few things here before and we're going at 4:30, so it's kind of, Dave's back.
Hey, Dave. Are you there, Dave?
You're back. No, he's got little red marks.
Are you back? Dave. Dave 1, are you there?
Probably have to click on video and audio again. You have to
Dave,
do that
did you click on video and talk?
Yeah,
okay.
There he is.
Are you speaking right into the microphone?
Right into the microphone. Can you hear it?
There you are.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yay!
You guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happens. It keeps kicking me off and I have to start all over every time.
Mary Ellen, why don't you make the suggestion you made while he was offline?
Oh, okay. We're talking about possibly making registration through the website online And I'm not sure about payment, but we're going to investigate. So we may have to update that part of the newsletter once we get the particulars. And I should be able to do all of this before our next webinar, which is, what, 2 weeks from today?
Yeah, my feeling is that we should probably have a webinar once every 2 weeks from now until the conference.
Absolutely, and maybe even as it gets closer to the conference, maybe just checking in once a week is probably not a bad idea.
You're right. You're right,
well,
especially the last couple, 3 weeks.
Can you hear me?
David, I can hear you. Say it again.
Okay, how about we try every week, and for a while, if we did a webinar every Friday, just for to see if we need it, because I mean I like to really get things done ahead of time if I possibly can, and I want this to go well and everything, and I think maybe we need more contact. What do you guys think?
I feel like we need to include Adrian and Denise.
Yeah.
And I know that everybody's crazily trying to get ready for the new semester.
Yeah.
And I know that this coming Friday is going to be right when I'm going to be giving the major push to get my documents ready for my classes. So at least the next one I feel should be in 2 weeks, and we can decide after that maybe whether we go every week from that point on. How do you feel?
Yeah, not until after this next couple of weeks. I don't think I'd want to have it every week until, after the next one. Which I
would say if we're going to go every week, at least wait till September.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a plan. Because right now we're investigating. We know we're investigating the payment online. We're taking care of some of the details with the IRS and setting all that up. And, I think that sounds like a good plan. And then in September, maybe we at least have once a week.
Yeah, I won't probably have much time. I'm coming in on Wednesday. Probably going into school on Thursday next week. I haven't talked to Lynn about this yet, but that's sort of what I'm thinking of. I'm not sure if I will. So and I'm not getting back till Tuesday night, so Wednesday be my first day of trying to get anything done.
Right.
Okay, well, maybe as the last thing we're going to do today, we can just look at the wording of the next paragraph, which is lodging for the conference, and see if there's any suggestion to make it flow better. So those of you who live fairly far from Los Angeles may want to drive, in parentheses, or fly, or train. Wouldn't it sound better to say or fly or go by train, or go? You don't.
It's kind of informal to say, but train, but yeah, it's not really correct, but it's kind of used. But or fly, or okay, yeah. May want to. How about this? May want to drive, fly, or take a train in on Friday evening and stay overnight at a hotel.
I like that. So drive, fly, or take a train in on Friday.
And stay overnight.
Stay overnight at a hotel. That sounds really good. I like that. Okay. I'm going to highlight that. So I'm going to email this to Dave because it doesn't sound like he's with us right now.
It sounds like he's just on and off here. He's off again.
Okay. The area surrounding LA Mission is almost totally residential, but there are a few inexpensive hotels and motels fairly close to campus that you might want to Google. Does that sound like it flows?
Yeah,
Any suggestions?
but there are a few inexpensive hotels and motels fairly close to campus that you might want to check out, investigate, or Google. I mean, it's kind of, hasn't that word kind of taken on the meaning of doing a web search?
You're right. I think the to Google is a verb.
Yeah.
So would you suggest leaving Google?
Yeah,
or?
I think we can leave that unless it's offensive to anybody. I mean,
No, not to me.
Not me
Mary
either.
Ellen?
Yeah?
Is that okay with you?
Okay, I'm here.
Okay. So you have no problem with to Google as a verb?
That's September 1st?
No, it says in the lodging for the conference in the newsletter.
Oh, okay. No, that sounded fine with me.
Okay.
Okay. Lynn, why don't you read out loud the next sentence?
The next sentence, okay. The area surrounding LA Mission, okay. Arrangements have been made, however, with Travelodge in Sylmar, which is an adequate establishment located just 5 miles from campus.
Yeah.
Adequate? I don't know if I like adequate.
Yeah, I don't either. I think you probably meant adequate because it's a travel lodge, so it probably is.
And I don't know if I like establishment either.
Comfortable?
Comfortable.
We don't even know.
Comfortable place to
How about
stay.
just which is located? Most people know what Travelodge is.
Most people know what Travelodge is.
Okay. Which is
Good idea.
located.
Okay, arrangements have been made, however, with Travelodge in Sylmar, which is located just 5 miles from campus.
Sounds good. Sounds really good. Okay. Next one?
And the next one says, and. I don't like starting a sentence with and.
I know.
Okay, so and just in case you'd like to make an LA weekend of it, nearby attractions just a few miles down the Hollywood freeway include Universal City Walk, Universal City Theme Park, and the NoHo Theater District. So how about just saying in case you would like to make an LA weekend of it, or just if you would like to make an LA weekend of it.
Okay. If. Okay, I'm going to cross out and just in case and put if you'd like to make an LA weekend of it.
Nearby attractions just a few miles down the Hollywood freeway include. Okay.
Now, would you put a colon after include?
Okay. If you'd like to make a Hollywood weekend, nearby attractions just a few miles include. I don't think it's necessary because we're just.
It's an optional thing, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, I think it is.
It depends on if you see it as a list or just a description.
Yeah, exactly.
Universal City Walk, Universal City Theme Park. Okay, Universal City Theme Park and the NoHo Theater District. Okay.
And then we have a little further south, our Hollywood and downtown LA. Santa Monica and the, I see, downtown LA. Santa Monica and the beach are a few miles west of downtown, and on the way to the beach, you will find the UCLA campus and the Getty Museum.
How about this? Santa Monica and its beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good. I think that's probably as far as we need to go for today, and then just we'll pick it up 2 weeks from today. Let's look at our calendars and see what date that's going to be.
I've got a calendar right in front of me. It's August 28th.
Okay, I'm going to put this down.
Yeah.
Does 10 a.m. work for you guys?
Sure.
It's fine with me.
Okay, so I'm going to put this down, 10 a.m. webinar on the Friday the 28th of August, and I will let everybody know, like Denise and Adrian, I'll let them know about this, and we'll just take it from there.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, guys.
I appreciate you guys being here. You know, I'm sorry everybody else couldn't make it, but I know that it's still vacation time for a lot of people, so it's understandable.
Yeah.
And next time we should get a little better turnout, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And then maybe Denise knows something about setting that up. And in the meantime, Mary Ellen and I will check out how to, once she's back, how to set up that payment thing, because I think that will really serve us well.
That'll be the biggest advancement in the CCCFLC in years, if we can do that.
Definitely worthy of a toast at the convention.
Oh, listen, a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
All right, I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. I'm going to look into the actual Embassy Suite, see if I can get a room there. That would be for what, Friday night and Saturday night, or?
We're going down on Thursday. I think we're doing Thursday and I don't know, what are we doing? Because everybody did this while I was in Paris. Mary Ellen, are we doing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, or just Thursday and Friday?
I'll be there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
So I guess I will be too.
I'll probably just be there Friday and Saturday, just because I don't know if I have time to be there all those other days. And I also teach Thursday nights, so I wouldn't be able to, be there. But in any case, if we get together and have a toast or whatnot, a Friday or a Saturday night would make more sense anyway.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, that sounds really good. Let's stay in touch. And, Mary Ellen, I need to email you Denise's cell phone number.
Okay. Thank you.
I will do that as soon as we hang up.
Okay.
Great.
Okay,
Sounds good.
Have a good week.
You too.
All
right.
Okay, bye-bye.